Hey Gator Cow here, today I like more Fortnite a little bit.
That I'll test for now is Tauros. The thing is, Ash didn't have a Tauros. Ash had 30 of them, but surely I wouldn't be stupid enough to test 30 of them just for the content, right? Right! Like, this is the catch and run, baby. You best believe that I sat there and tediously caught all 30 of those bulls. I don't have much else to say about Tauros, so here's an adorable photo. You're welcome. Also, during the carnage, my kid evolved into a trinket. Our Aztecs were starting to fill up, but we still had plenty of Pokemon left to catch. But for now, with a stack of new Pokemon at our disposal, it's time to backtrack the whole year for the next gym. Messing with just 3 water types, so bringing Pikachu and Bulbasaur is a no-brainer. For my third slot, I'm bringing our new Tauros for a very specific reason, and you'll see why. So my game glitched out, and oh my god, they decapitated the Pokeball guy! Without his Pokeball, he's just died! We made our way to the gym puzzle before facing up to Nessa, and this is where Pikachu went wild, charging up some big thunderbolts to electrocute Nessa's Goldeen, followed by her Arrokuda on the next turn. We had a 3-on-1 advantage, but now Nessa was down to her biggest threat, Dynamax Dreadnought. It hits insanely hard, and I could easily lose here, but this is where my Tauros comes in. By switching into our Wild Bull, its Intimidate ability activates, lowering the attack stat of Dreadnought. Offensively, Tauros can't do much damage to Dreadnought, but the debuff allows Tauros to stall out the 3 turns of Dreadnought's Dynamax. Once Tauros falls, we're clear to bring Bulbasaur out, who just manages to survive 2 headbutts before knocking Dreadnought out with 2 quad-effective Razor Leaps. That's batch 2 taken care of. Our Bulbasaur tried to evolve, but since Ash never had an Ivysaur, our little Bulbasaur will have to stay as a Bulbasaur. After the battle, Rose invites us for seafood, which, I'm sorry? You guys eat Pokemon from the sea? You stay away from my Corphish. Into the second Galar mine, and now it's time for some bulls on parade because I unleashed my Tauros on the feed.
It's the master class.
A few flamethrowers from Charmeleon took care of his Ponyta, giving us another win over a rival.
It's the master class.
I lack talent? Oh, you're gonna regret that. While in the mine, I catch an adorable little Noibat. Although, I have no idea how it maintains flight with ears that big. There are some Team Yell grunts here, but Hop and I team up, sending out our farm animals who take care of business. Now, I'm cream crackered. What does that even mean? Are you a biscuit? You can't just replace an adjective with food and expect me to understand. That's like me saying, wow, I'm feeling really hot dogged right now. Anyway, after giving up trying to understand British slang, we head back to Motorstoke where we're challenged by the queen of the Team Yell Sims, Marnie. This one's personal because she carries a phony, imposter Pikachu, so Ash needs to assert his dominance. As such, I lead with the real deal, 100% genuine Pikachu, and die to a crit immediately. Nice. Although, on the next turn, Tauros gets the trade with a Horn Attack finishing Kroger. Scraggy hits Tauros hard with Low Kick, but Tauros tanks it like a champ, and a second Horn Attack from the Raging Bull takes Scraggy out. Morpeko does finally knock Tauros out, but Heracross can use 2 Horn Attacks of his own to give us the win. Pikachu didn't exactly have a great showing though, so it'll have to prove itself next time against the Imposter. The next gym leader scares me because he uses 3 powerful Fire-type Pokemon. If only we had a Water-type to help us. But Ash did have some other Pokemon that might help in this gym, so it was time to catch a few more Pokemon. First up is a Fletchling that I found in the Isle of Armor. After that is Palpito, who was just chilling in a raid den. This little guy will be really useful in the gym with its water and ground typing. At least it would have been useful if it wasn't 1 level above the cap. Reluctantly, I'll have to box Palpito until after the next gym. There is 1 more water type that I can catch. Krabby, having a Kingler would be awesome. So let me just check what level it evolves. Level 28 strikes again. Getting a Lycanroc would have been a huge help, but we can't get one with the right form until after the 3rd gym, so we'll have to hold off for now. Sandile would also be a great encounter, but by the time Ash bought it was already a Krokorok, and I can't get a Krokorok below the current level cap. So we had limited options to take on Kirby's powerhouse team. To prepare, I leveled up our Pokemon, evolving Water into Boldore, as well as Fletchling into Fletchinder. These are the options we had to build a team. I hope you're proud of yourself, you over-leveled frog. In the end, this is the team I decided to go with. It looks like a pretty good team to take on fire types, until you see that Corphish only has Bubble Beam, Krabby's best water move is Water Gun, and Boldore only has Stone. We might be in trouble. Regardless, Ash had a face to play. So we stepped up to Carby with a pair of crustaceans and a pet rock. Immediately, I got some
How you
awful
know?
luck. Cargo leads with Ninetales, who embers Corphish and hits the 10% chance to burn. Seriously? Corphish takes a lot of damage, but can wear Ninetales down with 3 bubble beams. However, with Corphish so low, all it takes is one bite from Arcanine, and my Corphish is sleeping with the fishes. This looks bad, but we still have our Krabby. I predict the Will-O-Wisp from Arcanine, so use Water Gun despite Krabby's awful special attack. This really doesn't do much to Arcanine. Despite having the Tiger damage, Arcanine wears Krabby down with Bite, just knocking it out. This is a catastrophe because it means that Arcanine can now also burn my Boldore. I am able to finish Arcanine off with a Stone Edge, but the nerf to my physical attack means that Boldore can't take out Gigantamax from the force in one shot. As such, Boldore falls within 2 turns. We have no Pokemon left, and Ash would suffer his first loss. That was close, by the way, so I felt confident that we could get the win in a rematch. And things were going really well. Corphish dodged a Will-O-Wisp from Ninetales and was able to take it out with much more HP this time around. The flow-on effect is that Corphish can considerably weaken Arcanine with Bubble Beam before it goes down this time. This also means that Krabby can outlast an already weakened Arcanine. Centiskorch is able to get a quick revenge kill on Krabby, but this time my Boldore isn't burned, so finishing Centiskorch is all but guaranteed. Are you kidding me? Boldore missed the 80% chance to land its attack, and we lost again. Like against those humans, hey Ash? Shut up. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so I've been pretty unlucky, but surely my luck would turn around on the 3rd attempt. You stupid hawk! Why do you always miss? It took 4 attempts, but this time my Boldore finally learned how to land an 80% accurate attack. And with 1 Stone Edge, the Gigantamax Centiskorch had been slain. It was very tough, but that eventual win gives us badge number 3. But if badge number 3 gave us that much trouble, would Ash really be able to go all the way to the champion? With a higher level cap, Krabby now evolved into a Kingler. Better late than never, I guess. While trekking through the wild area, we run into Snorlax, one of Ash's most iconic Pokemon. Although, apparently it's too high a level of cap. It kind of seems fair. I mean, when is having an over-leveled Pokemon ever stop Ash before? But there is one Pokemon we can catch. Noctowl. Hang on, this doesn't look like Ash's Noctowl at all. He had a shiny Noctowl. But surely I wouldn't take the time to shiny hunt just to have a shiny Noctowl like Ash. Right. Fine, start again. This was a terrible idea. I spent my first 5 hours knocking up 500 Noctowl since this is supposed to boost your odds. From here, all I could do was run into owl after owl, hoping to get a crumb of luck. But fortunately, after only 6 hours, I didn't find it. But how long would it take? 8 hours? 9 hours? 10 hours? 15 hours? Not even close. 20 hours? Keep going. After a ridiculously long 22 hours, this finally happened. Oh, we got it. Finally. Holy. Only 22 hours. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Please find the ball. Make this easy. Oh.
I managed by 20.
Maybe if they encounter the boats, teens would use more than one syllable. Consciously
Golden Noctowl. Was it worth the 22-hour grind? Absolutely not. But it will be if you leave a like on the video. I added our new beautiful owl to the team because there is no way that I'm not using it after all that time hunting. Its moves are pretty decent, and it also has the Insomnia ability. Me too, Noctowl. Me too. Turns out I also got infected with Pokerus while shiny hunting, and that has a 1 in 20,000 chance. Just goes to show how bad my shiny luck actually is. Moving on, our next stop is Hammerlock. Oh, hey ladies, wanna see my moves? Steal my trademark pose one more time and I'll break your legs, kid. Osotopia is a new game in Dofus that offers a completely renewed experience. The main goal of Osotopia is to collect all 151 creatures and build a team to defeat the Osotopia League. Even if you've never played Dofus before, this is the perfect time to start since all players in Osotopia will start completely fresh. So both new and returning players will get to discover new classes, mechanics, gameplay and objectives. In Osotopia, every player gets to pick one of 4 starters. You've got Helio, the water type, Fever the fire type, Moondile, the air type, or Drillbit, the earth type. I'm joining the Fever gang because I can't say no to a cute turtle with nunchucks. Let me know who you would pick over on the poll I'm running on my community tab. If Fever doesn't win, I'm gonna riot. In Osotopia, you can also start a guild to team up with your friends and adventure together. If you want a real challenge, you can show off your skills by battling other players in one of the arenas. So there's plenty to do in Osotopia. There's also an entirely free-to-play mobile version of Dofus called Dofus Touch. They recently released a major update adding rare legendary weapons that you can hunt for, kind of like a shiny hunt. So check that out too. There will be plenty of new players in Osotopia as the server only just launched on June 29. I'm registered for the Hito server, so sign up with the link in the description and maybe my Fever Live will strike you around in the arena. Thanks to Dofus for sponsoring the video and supporting the channel.
Pikachu.
I love giving Wobbuffet a little poke. Officer, this guy right here. It's so beautiful. It gives me absolutely no help in taking up these 2 things over. Yeah, thanks for nothing, jerk. But now my first encounter is only a 2% chance to appear, but eventually we're able to find a Powlucha. This Pokemon is an absolute chad, and I love it. Our encounter on this route requires us to Frankenstein 2 fossils together to create this thing. I'll have to be careful with Dracobus since it has a scary habit of biting acid core. Both of the Pokemon I just caught are amazing, but need to have access to any decent moves that they use in anime, so I'll have to thanks them with Professor Oak for now. This brings us to the sandy town of Stolenside, and wait, right, it looks like this kid's about to be crushed by a Bronzong, and they're all laughing. Speaking of getting crushed, Pop wants a rematch. He has a new and experimental team, but I have a Pikachu with a new Ash Ketchum hat, and one single Thunderbolt is enough to zap his Cramorant out of the sky. Although Pikachu can't do anything to the ground type shit, Pogo that follows, so I switch into our airborne Golden Noctowl. 2 air slashes wipe Silicobra off the map, as well as the Thwacky that comes in after it. Last is Hop's little baby Toptal, but Noctowl hits him with a...
Why me? Why not? I'm Johnny.
And his reaction was...
Rabbit.
Now it's time to take on the next team leader, and while leveling up our team, we evolve, no, not you, you'll be Bulbasaur forever. No, instead we evolve Charmeleon into Game Freak's favourite son, Charizard. I just hope that this Charizard listens to me a little more than Ash's one does. On top of that, we also evolved some other flying Pokemon, giving us Talonflame and Unpleasant. So these are the Pokemon we had at our disposal to take on Alistair. This is tough because we don't have any hard counters to Ghost types. Ultimately, I decided to take these Pokemon to try and earn my next badge from Alistair. I think our Torkoal, whose ability changes the weather to sun. This buffs the power of fire moves, so one boosted overheat destroys Yunmas. The dead Coral, Cursula, cuts its own health to kill Torkoal, and one more overheat brings it into the red. I won't reserve Torkoal for later, so I switch to Bulbasaur, who can finish Cursor with a Razor Leaf. Since the harsh sunlight is up, Bulbasaur can fire off a full power solar beam without needing to charge up. Although you can disguise ability...
No!
I changed my strategy.
Bruh. Eat the dick! Eat the quack!
60 damage is enough to take out that
Eat
Pikachu
that,
imposter.
quack!
Alistair's last Pokemon is a Gigantamax Gengar, and this guy is a demon. It can easily switch
Man.
teams, so I need to be careful. But Torkoal is an absolute Chad, just surviving a Max Darkness before a huge overheat lowers Gengar to below 50% HP. Torkoal goes down on the next turn, but by God, he went down a hero. I sent Bulbasaur back out next and expected Alistair to go for a Ghost-type move. So I planned to switch into Noctowl, who wouldn't be affected by Ghost types. But Alistair saw right through my plan and KO'd Noctowl in 2 turns. However, with the Dynamax now expired, our ace Charizard is clear to come in and wrap things up with a flamethrower, giving us balance number 4. Speed's back, and he's sniffing out witching stars like a Lechonk sniffing out truffles. He tries to ruin